Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit like and subscribe.
Hi, Camilla. I have a question about my locker. Did you do it?
Hi, Sophie. Did I do what? And I'm sorry, but that's not a nice way to greet people, is it? Can't you even say hi properly? Or are you that dumb that you lack having the most basic manners, huh?
I saw the footage on the security cameras, and you were clearly on it. So if I were you, I wouldn't try to change topics and divert my attention elsewhere like you're trying to do now.
Ooh, listen to you, Sophie. Who do you think you are talking to me like that, eh? Listen, okay? I don't know what you're talking about.
I know you know exactly what I'm talking about, Camila. I saw you, Katie, Lydia, and Lucy go into my locker and throw all of my things out. Do you even recall doing that?
Oh, that. Well, if that's what you're talking about, then that's easy to explain. We were only doing what was right.
And what do you mean by that? Because all it looked like were a bunch of bozos trashing my locker and chucking whatever was inside it in a huge outburst of rage.
We were just following regulations, weren't we?
And how's that?
Because you're not allowed to use those lockers. Those lockers are only for full-timers like me, Katie, Lydia, and Lucy. Didn't you read the policy and rule book when you joined? You guys don't have lockers because you're just temp workers.
Right, but James told me in person that I could use that specific locker. He's our boss, so he has the final say, does he not?
You've only been here, what, for like 2 days? So I'd listen to your direct superior, i.e. me, if you want to settle down comfortably around here. So regardless of what James might have told you, rules are rules and you need to follow them, okay? And didn't you see that sign that specifically says lockers for full-time staff only? Or are you illiterate as well?
No, I'm not illiterate, and that's a horrible thing to say, even if I weren't able to read.
Whatever, Sophie. Rules are rules, and that's that.
So what? Where should I put my things then?
Why are you asking me? You think I know about what temp workers do with their stuff? How should I know? And I don't even care. Figure it out yourself.
Fine. Then about my things, which you so kindly moved.
Ugh, what is it now? Can't you nag someone else about this? Why me? Isn't someone supposed to be in charge of onboarding you temp people?
Well, no, as far as I know, there isn't. I thought that would be you.
Well, I'm the supervisor for the work that you're meant to be doing. And I'm not your babysitter, so ask someone else about that.
Okay, well, apparently supervisors aren't going to teach me the ropes around here then. Fine, I understand. But I was only asking you because you seem to be the one who orchestrated this entire toss-out ploy.
A toss-out ploy? My God, you're a dramatic one here, aren't you? So you had a question, right? What is it then? Go on.
Okay. Since my things were haphazardly chucked out onto the floor like that, some of my things have broken. Like my watch and my spare glasses. The hands on my watch doesn't move for some reason. And one of the lenses is cracked and the frame is crooked and needs repairing.
And? What do you want me to do about that? I don't even know what you're talking about. Just because you think I threw them away, that doesn't mean I broke them, okay? And you want to know what I think?
What?
I think it's your fault for using cheap crap like that. Why didn't you get good quality ones to begin with so that they don't break so easily, huh? Oh wait, no, I forgot. With you and your low wages, it makes sense that you can't afford things that have quality in them. Oh, whoops. Did I offend you? Oh well. That's a reality check for you right there. Anyway, come and accuse me once you're able to earn more than I do. And that'll be the only time I'll ever consider taking the blame and replacing your things with new ones. Got it? Until then, you can just shut the heck up. And remember to follow the damn frickin' rules here.
Wow, you really love talking down onto people, huh? And do you think that you're obediently following the rules around here too, do you? Is harassing your new junior colleagues an acceptable form of behavior according to the rules here? I don't think so.
God, just shut your mouth, will you? All I did was do the right thing. You're not allowed to use the lockers that are specifically only for full-time employees like me. And I just did the right thing. Do I need to repeat myself again?
I heard you loud and clear, Camila.
And this is why I hate it when you temp people work here. You're so useless and a waste of our time and energy. You brainless, useless, annoying little pieces of trash.
And speaking of setting things right, was stealing my bracelet also something you did to set things right?
What the heck are you yapping on about now? You do realize you're totally wasting my time here. I could easily be working, making myself more productive, delivering results. More than what you could ever do in a year's worth of work here. And I'm wasting my precious time on you. If you have something to say it all here and keep it short and quick. I've got things to do.
Right, so then I'll make it quick as you wish. I saw you stealing my bracelet on the security camera footage. You put it in your blouse pocket on the left side.
So you're saying I stole it?
Yes.
And you really call that stealing? I was just keeping it for you, Sophie.
So you decided to take the bracelet and leave my watch and other things lying there on the floor?
Sure, why not?
Because that's damn weird, and it's obvious you were choosing to steal my bracelet among the other things that were there.
Like I said, I was just keeping it for you.
And can I have it back then?
My God! I'll give it back to you when I decided to give it back to you. What's wrong with you? I kept your bracelet so that it'll be safe and intact, and you're not even grateful for it? You temp workers really need to learn how to respect the rest of us here. Especially you, Sophie. You'd better not get too mouthy and act like a brat with me. Hope you made note of that. You don't want to mess with me. You really don't. Now get back to work.
Camila, what is all this about? What did I ever do to you to deserve this?
What? What do you think I did this time?
Cut it out, Camila. Why the heck did you do that to me? You thought it was written in the corporate rule book to pour a whole bucket full of dirt water onto me? Who do you think you are? No, really, I mean it. Just because you work here full time, what makes you think that you have the right to do something as horrible as that?
Because you broke the rules again.
What?
In my books, people who don't follow the rules around here and go about their merry ways breaking them need to be punished.
Okay, then. And what rule are you claiming that I broke this time?
You used the office canteen. Don't you remember how I told you more than once not to use it? That everyone else, except for the temp workers like you, can use it. You think you're special being a temp here? You think that any of us would want to eat with you and spoil our meal?
No, I don't recall you setting your own rules regarding the canteen, Camila.
Well then, you just don't remember because you're just a dumb cow who can't do anything and doesn't even deserve to work here. You went into a section that clearly says full-time employees only. So don't go around acting all high and mighty when you're clearly the idiot who doesn't know what they're doing.
James said I could use it.
Oh God, not James again. Do you have a thing for him or what? James this, James that. James isn't a god around here, you know? He works here just like the rest of us do. Just because he's our boss, that doesn't mean anything, okay? Now, if I say you can't use the canteen, you can't use it. That's that.
So you made me drench in the sewage water because you think you're the god? Is that what you're saying?
Oh no, Sophie. No. That was because you stink like manure. I just needed to do all of us a favor here and help you get clean. That should have washed away your stench, shouldn't it? But why is it that I can almost still smell your poor, low-life loser stench all the way here? Oh, that's right. Because your loser stench is stuck with you forever.
Very funny. And that's very mature of you. It's a good thing that I always keep some spare clothes under my desk.
See? I was only trying to help you.
I bet you had other malicious reasons for doing this, though. I have a hunch, and I'm usually right when it comes to these things.
Not this crap again, Sophie. What is it now? When are you going to end this conversation? What other intentions do you think I had then? Enlighten me.
I bet you did this to get back at me for not doing the work you tried to force me to do before lunch earlier today.
Okay. Well, you know what? You're right about that one. You did refuse to take the task I wanted you to work on, and I had to ask Mark instead and give him extra work. Overall, you gave him more work to do, and you didn't do your job, which to assist your supervisor. And who's your supervisor? I'm your supervisor.
I knew it.
See? And I still tried to look after you and get rid of that nasty stench of yours. And I got nothing out of it. Do you see how much of a nice supervisor I am to you?
Yeah, right. That work was your responsibility to begin with anyway. You just offloaded that onto me, all because you couldn't handle your own job alone.
Oh, wow. I don't think you should be talking like that to me, young lady.
No, I don't think you should be dumping your work onto other people and take advantage of people like that.
Wow, you have one potty mouth, don't you? You better watch what you're saying, Sophie.
Or what? Are you gonna slack off and gossip about me in the break rooms like you were doing a while ago? Don't think I didn't see what you were doing in there.
Excuse me?
Yeah, that's right. I saw you in there gossiping and snacking. No wonder you leave all of your tasks to us. It's because you can't organize and do them yourself.
Excuse me, young lady. I am a busy woman who has a lot on her plate.
Yeah, right. You clearly don't. How many times do you think I've seen you skiving off in that break room? You're pretty much the best at procrastinating around here.
How dare you accuse me of procrastinating? You don't even know what I do. Not even the slightest clue. You can't even imagine what kind of workload I have on me, or the kind of pressure I have. And let me remind you that that's why they hired me to go full-time and you as a temp. I'm capable and competent of taking on serious tasks, and you clearly can't. Get that into your head.
Wow, you're really out of line. You really should watch what you say around here, Camila. You've crossed the line a few times already, but discriminating people like that on their job title is really not cool. And you're gonna regret it one day soon. And trust me, you will.
It's not cool, is it? Because what? You're too cool for school? Please. You're pathetic. And since you gave me another good reason to do this, I left some more work for you to do. It's on your desk.
What?
I just left it there.
You can't just dump your work on my desk like that again.
Well, I just did. Someone had better work overtime tonight, huh? Good luck! Sophie, I heard through the grapevine that you're leaving the company, huh? Have you finally come to your consciousness and realized that you don't belong here? I told you didn't. I was right, wasn't I?
Yes, I am leaving, and in fact, today was my last day.
So I hear. That's quite last-minute notice for the company, isn't it? I guess it doesn't matter for temp workers like you. People who are replaceable like you can leave whenever they want and leave at such short notice. You guys don't need to worry about handing your tasks over to the next replacement or anything, do you? Lucky you. Anyway, between you and me, I've had enough of temp workers, so I'm hoping and praying that no one will join our team to replace you. I mean, boy, if they do, I'll be the one to quit.
Sure.
You weren't even here for a month, right? Man, this company really needs to make rules about people leaving so soon.
Are you talking about the turnover right here?
Yep, they all drop like flies around here.
And why do you think that is?
I don't know. Because they're losers, dumb, and imbeciles.
Okay.
We need more permanent people, you know? Anyway, there's no point in telling you this. You've got no business here anyway.
Right.
Well, listen. Good luck with whatever you're going to do next. Let's just pray that you'll get a more permanent job next time so you don't get fired that easily, eh?
Oh, don't worry. I wasn't fired at all. And in fact, I've already found a full-time position.
Oh, really? Well, that's good news then. Well done.
In fact, I'm in a higher position than you now.
What? What did you just say to me?
In case you didn't know, I work at the parent company here.
What?
Yes, Company X?
Shut up. That's bogus. I don't believe that.
Sure, but the truth is that I do. You see, we've had several meetings with the board of directors recently.
Okay, about what?
About how the turnover rate at your company over there is extremely high. So one of us had to look into it. And that's exactly what I did.
What do you mean by that? You spied on us?
I guess you could put it that way. I came here under the pretense of working as a newly hired temp worker. All I needed was a few weeks, and now I can confidently say that we found the source of the problem. Miss Camila Kindle, that's you. You're clearly the issue.
What? Are you joking? Are you messing with me, Sophie? You better tell me that you're making this up right now, because this isn't funny.
I'm sorry, I forgot. I'm Sophie Heineman, working in HR at Company X. My main role is to report and raise issues that need to be taken care of in lower management, and I report to the board of directors.
What? Stop this! So you're telling me that you're not a temp here?
Correct.
Does James know about this?
Of course he does.
What about the rest of us? Did you deceive us? What do you think you're doing tricking us like that?
Well, this was all a part of our undisclosed investigation, so only the managers and general managers were informed of my purpose and role here.
Oh my god! So what does that mean?
What do you mean?
Am I going to get fired?
Do you think you deserve to get fired, Camila?
No! Stop it! Stop patronizing me! No, there must be some kind of mistake. So are you telling me that you really weren't and never have been a temp worker here? Don't lie to me.
I wouldn't lie, Camila. And that's correct.
Oh my god!
I'll be reporting everything that I've observed here, and thanks to you, you've made my job easier.
What's that supposed to mean?
The name-calling, insults, physical assaults, requiring an employee to perform demeaning tasks outside of regular business hours. The list could go on, but I'll leave everything that you're accountable for until you get the official documents from us.
What? Oh my god, no! I didn't assault you.
Intentionally pouring and splashing a bucket full of sewage water all over me can be categorized as physical assault, unfortunately.
But that was just water.
Sure, had it been gasoline or any other harmful, toxic matter, you'd be put behind bars for that.
See? But it wasn't, was it? So what's the big deal?
Let's just leave the rest of it up to the people in the higher up, okay?
No, stop it. Take it back. I didn't do anything. I was just trying to make you follow the rules. It's not my fault that you weren't doing that here when I told you to.
This isn't just with me, Camila. I've had several one-on-one interviews with the other team members here. I've gathered collective and qualitative data to list up the factors that might have contributed to the high turnover rate specifically in your department.
And you're saying that I'm the reason? Oh, please. What about Katie, Lydia, and Lucy? They were all in on it too.
Yes, I've spoken to all of them individually too. And they will be handled appropriately too. However, the real leader of the pack, shall we say, is you. Isn't that right?
No. Sophie, okay, I think you've misunderstood this. You've got it all wrong. I'm not like that, and it's not how it seems, okay?
Shall we just cut out all the cliches and unnecessary defense claims and leave it up to the upper management from here?
No, you have to listen to me, Sophie.
Let's leave it to them. Because you can say all you want to me, but that won't change a thing here.
No, let me say this. I honestly did all of what I did to try help the company out, okay? I love working here. I just want everyone to follow the rules here, okay? What's wrong with wanting to do things the right way?
And the right thing is throwing people's belongings, breaking them, and even stealing them.
Listen, Sophie.
I'm listening, Camila.
Look, can you just forget about this whole thing? Aren't you just creating more work for yourself?
No, I mean, this is my work. I need to identify the issue, the source of the issue, prove that the issue is a risk to the company, and figure out a solution.
Okay. Then what if I change? I'll change as of right now.
What do you mean?
You know, I'll be nice. Then you won't have to report anything back to anyone. You'll see in time that the turnover rates will go down and then problem solved, right?
I don't think it works like that, Camila, and besides, it's too late for apologies.
I promise, and I swear on my life that I won't do anything like what I did to you or to anyone. I won't bug anyone just because they're not using the right locker. I won't spill dirty water, I swear, okay?
And that should go without saying, Camila. And unfortunately, there's too much proof here that indicates that you're an obvious liability to the company. And no matter what you say, my reports cannot be retracted. Most of my findings have already been filed and reported in my weekly updates anyway. In other words, I can't take anything back now.
Then, is there anything I can do to make up for this? Sophie, woman to woman, I'm begging you. I need this job. I have children to take care of, okay?
As do I.
Then surely you can understand how important it is for me to keep this job. Please.
Unfortunately, personal reasons cannot interfere with our decision-making related to business. As the company requires competent workers who strive to be an asset to the company, anyone or any incident that will hinder that will have to be removed.
You think I'm not competent?
Are you? If you get the chance to prove that, then I'd urge you to do so. But otherwise, and from what I've seen, I think you and I won't be talking to each other much anytime soon.
I'm sorry, Sophie. I really am. What can I do?
It was a pleasure working with you, Camila. I wish you luck in your future endeavors.
Sophie, no! There's gotta be another way here. Please, can we just talk about this in person and settle this together? Hello, Sophie? Oh my god, please. I can't lose this job, please.
A few days after this conversation, the parent company held their monthly regular meeting where this issue was discussed in detail. The meeting was joined by all of the members from the board of directors, executives, general managers, HR, and myself. I felt like a prosecutor in that room, fighting to put the bad guy behind bars. And boy, did it work. Camila is no longer a part of our company, and she has left us, or to be specific, we terminated her contract for harassment. She left claiming that she would sue me, personally, and the company. So I guess this might not be the end all and be all. But we'll stand for what's right and hopefully win that case when it comes to it. The other people, Katie, Lydia, and Lucy, who acted as an accomplice to the locker incident, have received serious disciplinary action, including a demotion. With them, it was just a typical case of some good people who were hanging out with the wrong crowd. So it's too bad for them, but they should have known better. As for me, I have some good news to share, and I've been promoted to the manager of my team. Hooray! I love my job, and I can do it for the rest of my life, so I'm super excited about this new challenge. So that's how this case went down, and I'm just going to keep working hard and make sure I continue to set things right, as Camila would put it.
Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, please like it, and see you in the next one.
Zach? Sorry to text you while you're at work, but I have something to tell you. Are you on break right now?
Yeah, I am. What's up? It's not often you call me while I'm working, Stacy.
Well, both May and I have been feeling bad since this morning. It felt like we were coming down with something. So I took us to the doctor's office earlier to see what was going on.
Ah, so that's what it is. And? How'd it go?
Bad news. We have the flu.
What, seriously? How did you two get sick?
It seems like May caught it while she was at school. That's a stroke of bad luck. I heard there was a bug going around lately, but I didn't think it would hit us, too. Sorry, I should have been more careful about our health. I guess I wasn't thinking about it too much.
It's fine. What's done is done. How are you both feeling? Do you have high fevers?
Not me, but May's starting to get a fever. I still feel unwell, and my head's been hurting. Though, to be honest, I don't really feel like I have the flu. It just feels like your run-of-the-mill cold. May's symptoms are definitely worse than mine. She's in bed right now, and I'm doing what I can to take care of her.
How about her symptoms?
Her temperature is at about 100 degrees. She's been sleeping a lot. Also, when she woke up, her face was completely flushed.
Okay, I get what's happened here. And it's not such a bad thing, I don't think. I have work, so it would be a hassle if I had to leave. Are you okay on your own for now?
I understand why it would be a hassle for you, but how do I say this? Can't you phrase it in a nicer way than that? We're sick. It's not like we can help that.
It doesn't matter how I say it, right? More importantly, what should I do from here? If you and May have the flu, don't I have to take a week off from work? I'll be in hot water if I take that much time off on short notice.
Just in case, I can wear a face mask at home so you don't catch it too. I feel like it's too much for May to wear one with how bad her case is. I don't want her to struggle to breathe. I know you don't want to get sick either, but I want her recovery to be as smooth as possible. So just try to be careful whenever you're home.
Actually, no. I've got a better idea. You can go take care of May. And don't leave the apartment as much as possible. As long as you do that, you don't have to bother wearing masks.
Did you forget that I have the flu too?
Then you see how much trouble it is to deal with sick people. Or can I just stay out of the house for a while? Would that be preferable?
So you just happen to have another place to stay while we suffer through this flu. You're being way too selfish. Did it not occur to you that you should help us at least a little bit?
You said you don't even have a fever, so I don't know what the big deal is. You'll be fine by yourself.
I don't understand how you don't see what's wrong with that arrangement.
That's your problem, not mine. And don't skip chores just because you have the flu. I don't want to come home to find the place a mess.
I figured you would say something like that. So anything goes as long as you don't get sick, is that right? That's okay with you?
I'm fine with that. Because that's the way it's supposed to be. I'm a working man, and no one wants to get sick with the flu. I won't leave you out to dry, though. If you get seriously ill, I'll lend you a hand. Feel free to tell me if that happens.
Yeah, I get it. If that happens, I'll be sure to let you know. Zach, I'm very sorry to ask this of you, but is there any chance you could come back early today?
What's this all of a sudden?
May's been feeling really sick. Her temperature is at about 104. I would like you to take her to the doctor. So could you please leave work early to drive her there?
No, I can't do that. I have to work overtime today. If you tell me last minute like this, there's just nothing I can do about it.
Okay. What about tomorrow? Could you do it then? It'll be the weekend, so you won't have work, right?
Isn't the doctor's office not open on weekends?
Tomorrow is Saturday. They're open in the morning. Can you really not go at all?
No way. It's impossible.
Huh? Why not?
I already have plans tomorrow. I'm going fishing with a coworker. We're going early in the morning, so I won't have time to take her to the doctor.
Fishing? Are you serious? Can't you do that some other time? Right now, you should be prioritizing your daughter over your social engagements.
Come on, don't be like that. I'll have you know that I had to make these plans weeks in advance. We've just been so busy at the office. I mean, if you're that worried, can't you take her to the doctor's office instead of me? It's not that far away from home.
I'm asking you to do it because I'm feeling under the weather too. Why can't you be more considerate of others?
You're just going by car, so you'll be fine. Or can you not drive either?
Well, if you're going fishing anyway, Can't you drop her off there on your way? There shouldn't be an issue if we do that.
Oh, true. I didn't think of that.
It's really not that much to ask, so you can go on your fishing trip after you take her to the doctor's office. That's okay with you, right?
But getting up so early on a Saturday morning is a huge pain. I mean, do I really have to do that? You've seemed perfectly fine for a while now. You can't just take her instead.
Cut that out already! How can you say something like that? Even though I said I was sick, you're making me do everything around here. You can't care about me at least a tiny bit?
Don't nag me so much. It's really not that deep. You claim it's the flu, but didn't you just catch a common cold? You're just being too dramatic. I bet the Mace fever will be gone by tomorrow anyway.
Hey, treat this seriously. Did you know that there are people who die during flu season every year?
People rarely die from the flu. And I think most of those cases are old people. Don't just state the worst case scenario without considering all of the circumstances. When I was a kid, I hardly ever got sick myself. May will be fine, you'll see. You've been too much of a worrywart these days.
Fine, I give up. That's enough out of you. I'm going to ask someone else to take May.
You will? Okay, feel free. I think it'd be for the better if you did that too.
Yeah, you're right. It would have saved us a lot of time if I did that to begin with. Alright then. Good luck at work. Don't work yourself too hard now. And have fun on your fishing trip tomorrow.
Whoa! I caught a whole bunch of fish with Tom. Did you see the pictures I sent you this afternoon? I got some massive catches, didn't I? I love the one with me holding up that bass with both of my arms. That was a heavy one.
Right. I did see those pictures. You look like you had the time of your life out there. You really did. I bet it was so much fun for you, sitting on a boat and twiddling your thumbs while you wait for tugs on your line.
What's with the passive-aggressive reply? Well, whatever. I wasn't expecting you to get the appeal of fishing.
If you knew that, then don't ask me what I thought in the first place. But by all means, don't let me rain on your parade. I'm just not feeling well. I'd rather not be bothered about anything unimportant right now.
Oh, I'm so very sorry for disturbing your peace. But anyway, enough about that. You still haven't recovered? It's been like 1 week since you got sick, right? That should be more than enough time to be cured.
It's only been 4 days since I caught the flu. Not a week. Even if you were right, I'm clearly not done recovering yet. And May is still in bed sleeping today. I told you yesterday that her condition got worse, remember?
Oh, right. You did say that. I completely forgot. Then what am I supposed to do?
What do you mean by that? What's supposed to happen is you coming back home to help us recover.
Even though I'm back from my fishing trip, you two are still sick with the flu, huh? May's condition has just gotten worse, too. There's no way I'm catching whatever she has. I don't want to go home to 2 sick people, so I'm going to crash at a friend's place for a while.
I see. So you don't plan on returning to us? That's all right. It's your right to go wherever you want. It's a free country, after all. Okay, I'm not going home either. I'll be moving out.
What? What are you talking about?
No, you see, this house was rented for the 3 of us to live in, right? I thought it would be too big for May and I to live in or for you to live in by yourself. So it would be better if I moved into a single apartment.
Hey, wait just a second, Stacy. Seriously, what are you blabbering about?
Huh? But don't you agree it would be pretty lonely for you to live in that house alone? May and I won't be there, and our stuff won't take up space either. It's going to feel empty pretty soon. Wouldn't it be too big for just one bachelor?
Can't you explain yourself properly for once? I don't understand what you're trying to say. Again, what's with you two leaving? Is there something you want to talk about?
I don't see what's so hard to understand about what I just said. You've made your stance clear on how you want to go about this, and so have I. Fishing is more important to you than helping your sick wife and daughter, isn't it? You don't care, and you won't come home to take care of us. Clearly, the concept of family doesn't mean anything to you.
Wow, you're really holding a grudge over this. Is that why you've been talking a big game about moving out of our house? Don't you think you're acting childish, threatening me to get my attention? That's way too petty.
I don't care if you think it's petty. I think I'm well within my right to leave you if I want to. Well, anyway, I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'll leave it to you to decide if you want to move out of the house. Either way, May and I are leaving.
Hey, have you really considered the consequences of what you're suggesting? So basically, you're saying you want to get a divorce.
Yeah, I do. I fully understand the implications of my words. Do you understand mine? For me and my daughter's sake, I think it would be for the best if we separated. You've shown that we don't matter enough to you for this to be worth it. That's why we're having this conversation to begin with. Are we good now?
No, we're not good. I still have my doubts about this. Just think about this for a second. You're a stay-at-home mom, remember? How are you going to live without me, the breadwinner of the family?
I may not be employed at the moment, but I'm still plenty qualified to get a job. I had a normal job before I married you. I guess you forgot about that too. Don't worry about me. I'll pull through somehow.
Really? You're going to start working again? I don't think you understand what I'm trying to say here. You're crazy if you think you can divorce me with so little planning. I think you should reconsider. I won't hold any of this against you, so just quit talking about divorce.
What's that? You don't want to get a divorce after all?
Well, obviously I don't. I'm perfectly fine with the way we are. Breaking up just because I went on one fishing trip has got to be the dumbest reason I've heard in my life. Just think about this for a second. No one's going to be satisfied with this outcome.
Is that what you think? Then it seems like we're at an impasse. We're at your parents' house right now. If there's anything you want to say to my face, then come here and tell me. How about we talk this over one more time?
Excuse me? Why are you at my parents' house?
It's because you wouldn't take us to the doctor's office. I had to ask your mom and dad to drive us there instead. They're taking care of us right now since I'm still feeling bad, and you refuse to help us.
You went as far as asking my parents for help? Well, they do live close to our place, so I should have expected it. But even still, shouldn't you let me know if you have to involve my own family in these things?
Sorry about that. I didn't really have much of a choice in the matter. But that's beside the point. May's symptoms kept getting worse. I was feeling pretty awful myself, but I had to do something for her. I only went to your parents because my supposedly reliable husband ended up being useless.
Yeah, I got that already. So, how is May doing? Her case has to have blown over by now, right?
Luckily, she's better now. Her fever is completely gone and she stopped coughing so much. However, that doesn't mean the way you handled the situation was acceptable. Just because she's fine now doesn't mean you're off the hook. In any case, if there's anything you want to say to me in person, feel free to come by. Let's have a proper talk so we can come to a mutual understanding. You haven't shown your face even once since yesterday. Why didn't you come?
I just don't want to catch the flu, all right? Not only that, I don't really get why we need to meet up to talk. There's no point in dragging myself all the way over there.
What are you talking about?
What do you have to say to me that you haven't already expressed here?
We need to have a discussion about how you keep saying you don't want to catch the flu. Even in this situation, when you're in danger of being separated from your wife and child, you're using that as an excuse? In the end, you really are the kind of man who will skirt responsibility and put himself first.
I mean, if I can't do my job, that's going to be a huge problem. Don't you get that?
Again, we're about to get divorced, in case you already forgot. I don't think it's wrong to prioritize your job. I'm really just wondering where we lie in those priorities. How much do we matter to you in the first place?
Ugh, what a bore. People are going to get annoyed with you if you always take everything so seriously, you know?
You might be right about that. I'll keep that in mind. Okay, do you really think there's no point in coming over here to talk? Because nothing I say to you through text seems to convince you anyway. Have you at least arranged a meeting to discuss our issues?
Can't we just leave it as it is? I'm done with that kind of stuff. To be honest with you, I'm tired of this joke of a relationship between us.
A joke? Do you think I'm not serious about us?
Of course you're not serious. Aren't you just calling a nasty cold the flu? You're actually using that as a reason to divorce me. If you were being serious about that, I'd have to question whether you were crazy.
Well, I guess it would seem crazy to you. There doesn't seem to be any reasoning with you. You won't even come to have a simple conversation with us. I actually thought you would at least understand the value of communication.
Huh? What's that supposed to mean?
It's not about having the flu, or a cold, or whatever. You keep missing the point of what I'm trying to say to you. You'd rather put your personal hobbies over your daughter struggling with a high fever. Am I wrong? Even though I was sick too, you still made me do all the housework. You put the burden entirely on me while you went off on your stupid fishing trip. That's what the real issue is. I don't care about the other stuff. You can't seem to get that through your thick skull, so I guess we have no choice but to break up, huh?
Like I keep saying, you're just overreacting. I didn't abandon my daughter while she was struggling with a fever. She had someone to help her while I was gone. You were at home too, weren't you? I don't know why you're acting like I betrayed May when it's really not that big of a deal.
Under normal circumstances, it wouldn't be a big deal. But I have the flu too, remember? I'm genuinely sick. And even then, you don't lift a finger to help me. Or what? I'm just supposed to do all the housework as usual and everything else to care for our child while you do your own thing? Do you honestly think I would be okay with that?
No, that's not what I'm trying to say. I was in a tight spot. It would be bad for us if I caught the flu.
True, it would be. But is that really the reason why you left me to do all of the work of parenting?
What are you implying?
I've had my suspicions about this for a long time now. Basically, anything goes as long as you're doing well, right? You'll leave us behind if it means you aren't personally inconvenienced. This whole thing was just a hassle to you and nothing more.
What the hell? Don't make assumptions about me. What proof do you have that that's what I think?
Don't you get it? The discussion we're having right at this moment is more than enough evidence. Everything up until now has only proven that what I say is true. You made me handle every responsibility on my own while I was sick. And you'd rather go off fishing than do anything to help your daughter get better. We are not a high priority to you. It's all about you in the end.
Okay, you're mad at me. I get that. I completely understand how you feel. Is that enough? Are you satisfied now that I've said that? From now on, I'll do more to help around the house, so it's fine. All right, that was a good talk. Glad we can put this behind us.
No, I'm not done yet. Can you not decide to shut down the conversation on your own? You're only doing that because this isn't going how you want. All you've done is plug your ears and run away from your problems. Because you're afraid of what I and your parents are going to say to you.
Huh? That's not what I'm doing. Don't be ridiculous. I'm not running away from anything.
If that's what you believe, then why do you think we're having this conversation over text right now? From our perspective, you've only been avoiding any real conflict because it's a pain to deal with.
That's rich. You're the one who's crying divorce over something as trivial as this. You're running away from our relationship. That's the real irony here.
It might seem that way to you. But if I'm running away, I'm running toward a brighter future. It's not because I'm scared or anything like that. It's for the sake of me and my daughter that I'm cutting ties. Then there are people like you, who only look after themselves. You're running because you don't know anything about sacrificing for those you love. I don't think I could ever understand such a selfish way of thinking. That's why we can't be with you any longer. Don't think we'll ever stay with someone who can't even care for his own family. Zach never showed up at his parents' house to talk face to face. Apparently, he didn't care about his crumbling marriage enough. That was the straw that broke the camel's back. There was no reasoning with him after that. I had to give up on my husband completely. My in-laws sympathized with me, becoming angry with Zach's attitude, and agreed that we should get divorced. They were generous enough to take care of me and May until we recovered. I couldn't thank them enough for their hospitality. When it finally came to the divorce, Zach refused to sign the papers. But with the help of his parents, we were able to figure it out. After I got divorced, I got a job similar to the one I had before I became a stay-at-home mom, and now May and I live happily together. As for Zach, he's on his own, paying child support for May. My former in-laws cut him off at the end of this fiasco. Now he's free to do whatever he wants by himself, just like he wanted. I think it's a fitting end for him after abandoning his daughter and his wife, who he was supposed to stay loyal to. Thank you for watching. Please give the video a like and subscribe to our channel if you enjoyed.
Well, it's official. I finally found a new job. Let's start packing and get ready to move.
Wait, what? What is all this about?
Well, it's for work, so we don't really have any other choice now, do we?
But you never told me that you were looking for a new job.
Well, things change. You didn't expect me to stay there forever, did you?
What changed? Why didn't you tell me anything?
Do you really need to know every single detail about my life?
I do when it affects the whole family, yes. I mean, you moving means that I would have to quit my own job and that May would have to change schools.
Well, that's fine. There are plenty of jobs and schools out there.
But that isn't fair. I've worked at my job for over 5 years and May has some really, really good friends at her school.
Well, she can just make new friends. She's still young. I don't really get what the problem is here.
Well, then where is your new job going to be?
It's just to Nashville.
Wait, but you could just commute from where we live now, couldn't you?
Well, yeah, I could, but think of the money that I would spend on gas getting there every day.
I mean, it's only an hour drive, isn't it?
And that's an hour of my life that I would never get back. Don't you get that? Besides, my office is in a really cool location, and I'd want more time to check out the city.
Oh, I see. I'm still not sure.
Besides, if it's so close, then why don't you just commute to your job from Nashville, huh?
But my job doesn't give me a stipend for transportation like yours does, and you know that I enjoy taking my bike to work.
Well, that's just all the more reason that you need to find a better job, isn't it?
That isn't true. That job has been nothing but kind to me, and I've made a lot of good friends there as well. Besides, they really enjoy hiring local, which is part of why they hired me.
I didn't ask for their whole company portfolio. I've made up my mind. We are moving, so start packing.
But what is the rush? Didn't your new job give you a little time to pack everything before the move?
No, my new boss said that I need to get out of there as soon as I can and that I should start packing right away.
Oh, well, that makes sense, I guess. I just wish that you didn't tell me this important news over text. I would have liked to talk in person.
Well, I already told you that we're in a rush. What other option did I have?
I mean, do you really think that you could have just waited until tonight to tell me?
Oh, right. I'm not going back home tonight.
Wait, why not? What happened?
I'm really busy with all these changes and I have to spend the night in a hotel.
But you've never had to do anything like that before. Why is this time different?
There is just a lot of paperwork that I need to concentrate on for my new job, and I need a quiet place to do it.
That's really weird, Dean. I don't know why, but something is really off.
What are you talking about? What's weird?
I mean, that you live so close to where you work and can just go into your study if you want some peace and quiet, so why stay at a hotel? Oh, that reminds me. Just what are we going to do about this house then?
We'll just sell the house as soon as we can.
But we've put so much time and energy into making that place ours. And my garden, I love that garden, and all our neighbors have been so kind too.
Are you talking about that nosy old lady that lives next door? Oh, I hate that old cow.
Dean, how could you say that about her?
I mean, she's always coming over and reminding us which day is trash day, which day is recycling day. And then she's always bringing over fresh-baked cookies. Are we sure she isn't some kind of serial killer?
She only does that because I mixed up trash days when we first got here and she just wants to help. And what is wrong with cookies?
I just mean that I don't think we should be taking gifts of food from complete strangers. Who knows what she might have put in them?
Dean, I understand that there are a lot of scary news out there and that it can feel harder to trust people, but isn't that all the more reason to make an effort?
Look, whatever. I really don't give a crap about that old bag of bones.
Okay, well, I don't know about this move. I need some time to think about it. Let's just talk about it tomorrow when we get home.
Well, I don't even know if I'll be coming home tomorrow night either, so...
I don't even know what to say to that. Anyways, I have to get back to work now.
Well, I have to work too, you know. But when you get back home, the least you can do is start to clean up and pack.
My name is Iris, and I'm 35 years old. I married my husband Dean 5 years ago, and we live with our 4-year-old daughter Lily, about an hour out of Nashville. We were enjoying our life in our rather quiet town when suddenly my husband texted me that he has found a new job in the city. He said a bunch of other things that made me suspicious until it was hard to deny other possibilities except that he might be cheating on me. But I didn't want to make him suspicious of me, so I decided to just go along with his plans to move and see if we couldn't talk this through. Dean, why haven't you been coming home? I feel like I hardly see you these days. You said that we would talk about the move a few days ago, but you never came back.
Well, I already told you that I'm really busy with the new job. Anyways, have you packed everything up yet?
We still haven't even talked about the move at all.
I don't get why you're so hung up on talking to me. Whatever you want to say in person, you can surely send via text, right?
Well, I don't get why you're so against just talking in person.
I already told you that my boss wants me to move quickly, so I have to handle all this paperwork as soon as I can.
Well, is your new job giving you any money to help pay for the move at all?
No, he said the job was so close to us already that we would have to cover everything.
That's ridiculous. Please tell me that you're not being serious about that.
Don't be so selfish. This is really a good job and I really want it.
Okay then, I guess I'll just come out and say it. Are you cheating on me?
What do you mean by that?
I mean that you haven't been home in almost a week and something is up.
What kind of a way is that to talk to your husband who is working his butt off for his family?
Well, you've been acting really suspicious lately, and that is all I've been able to think about.
And what would you do if I was? Would you leave me?
I really don't think that would be in Lily's best interests. If we can talk about it and work it out, I would be willing to at least hear you out for Lily's sake. But if you lie to me, I'll divorce you without a second thought. So I'm just letting you know that you still have time to come clean.
I am not cheating on you, Iris, and that is the truth.
Okay. I believe you. Thank you for telling me, and I'm sorry for doubting you.
I promised that I wouldn't be asking any of this from you if I wasn't seriously swamped with work right now. But my boss told me that I could already be in line for some nice promotions in the near future, so just please help me with this.
If this is really what you want, then okay.
Thank you so much for understanding. You have no idea how much it means to me.
Alright then, I'll go online and start looking for a house, job, and a new school for Lily. Hey Dean, I just wanted to make sure that you did actually sell our house, right?
Yeah, of course I sold the house.
So then there's no way that someone is in the house right now?
No, they just closed on it, but they're not gonna move in for a few weeks at least.
Okay, I see. So then, where are you right now?
What do you mean? I'm at work right now.
Right, but where exactly is your office?
I thought I told you that it's downtown.
You said that your work was close to her house, right? I really need you to come home right away. It's urgent.
Wait, what? What is going on? What happened?
Apparently Lily is out in the yard crying, so I don't know what to do.
I don't understand. Our new place doesn't even have a yard.
I know, that's the weirdest part about all of this.
I'm sorry, but what are you talking about? I feel really lost right now.
Well, I just got a call from the police not that long ago.
The police? Well, what did they want from you?
They said that my daughter is crying on the lawn of my house.
I don't understand. Oh, what does that mean? That doesn't make any sense.
I know, that's what I thought too. In fact, I was with Lily right at that moment, and I told the cops that.
Yeah, I don't get that. I mean, we've already moved, so there is no way that it's Lily. Are the police sure that they didn't mix her up with some other little girl?
Well, that's what I'm wondering. I mean, how did a little girl who's barely even a year old end up on our lawn when we just sold our house?
Okay, you're still really confusing me here. Could you just talk straight to me?
Well, it was our neighbor who called the cops and gave them my number, you see. So they were trying to call me. I told them that we moved yesterday and the police were really confused.
Okay, so what? Some kid walks on our old lawn and starts crying? I'm not getting why this is a big deal. But anyways, I'll go into town and check what's up.
Do you really think a 1-year-old child is capable of doing that on her own?
Well, their parents probably just dropped them off there and ran off. Anyways, like I said, I'll go over there and talk to the police.
But you said you're busy at work, right? Don't worry, I can go and see what's up.
No, don't do that. You just stay at home and don't leave, okay?
But why? I don't understand. Is there something that you want to tell me?
What would I need to tell you?
I just mean that when I saw that kid, she looked exactly like you did when you were little. Isn't that weird?
I don't get it. You saw this kid too?
That's right. I went over right away after the police called me. I was really surprised when I saw the house. There was a really weird woman there.
Oh, was there really? That's weird.
So tell me, what kind of excuse do you have for that?
Maybe she's the new buyer.
She told me that she got the key from you, and that you're the father of the little girl who was crying in the yard?
I tried to use birth control, but she must have poked a hole in the condom or something and hid the fact that she was pregnant from me until she already had the kid. I haven't seen her in a while. I had no idea what she was up to.
You're just giving me excuse after excuse. How about you try apologizing for once?
You're right. I'm really, really sorry about all of this.
So tell me, was this new job of yours also a lie? I've looked all around for a company that might have hired you in this city and couldn't find a single one. So go ahead and start your explanation over from the top.
Okay, I'll tell you everything. So, this woman told me all of a sudden that she has a kid and she wanted me to take care of them. She told me that if I tried to say no, that she would tell you all about the two of us.
Okay, and then what? What else happened?
Well, she said that she really liked our house and that she wanted to live there.
So that is why you had us move out of her old house?
Well, yeah, in a nutshell.
Are you kidding me right now? That is just ridiculous. You mean you made me quit a job that I loved and forced our daughter out of school with all her friends over this?
Is it really that big of a deal?
Are you seriously trying to justify yourself right now? Lily has been crying herself to sleep over losing her friends.
Wait, does she really? I had no idea.
Of course you don't. You haven't been home in weeks. You've been away, cheating on me, and not even bothering to help with the move.
But I had no idea that she liked your old school so much. I mean, how was I supposed to know?
I don't even want to hear it. I am so sick and tired of you. You and I are through. Do you hear me?
Wait, please, just for 1 second. I was threatened, don't you see? If she told you, then I knew that you would want a divorce, and I couldn't stand losing you. I was so scared, and I didn't know what to do. This was all so that you and I could stay together.
If you really wanted to be together with me that much, then you wouldn't have cheated on me.
But I did all of this out of love. I still love you.
Well, that kid in your yard was already 1 year old, right? Our little girl is only 2 years old. So that means that you were still seeing this woman while we were married. So how do you explain that?
Please, I made a mistake and I'm really, really sorry.
And that other woman? I mean, just what was she thinking, leaving her poor child all alone?
What do you mean? I thought you said that she was at the house.
She was, but she took off as soon as the police showed up. Didn't even bother to take her daughter.
What the heck? Oh, what was she thinking?
Well, I think that you two suit each other quite well. Maybe you two can get married after our divorce.
Please don't leave me. I can't live without you. I need you, Iris. You know that.
Sounds to me like you already have your priorities straight.
But I didn't know she was pregnant. She hid it from me. I had no idea.
You said that you tried to use birth control, right? I seriously doubt that. You probably just didn't even bother wearing one and knocked her up, didn't you?
Well, it's just that. It feels better without a condom.
Are you seriously that stupid? I mean, just what is the matter with you? I am going to make you regret this.
But everything I did it all so that I could be with you.
Don't make me laugh. You're just sad. You know that? I never want you near me or Lily ever again.
Wait, please, can't we just talk about this in person? I'm sure we can talk this out.
No! You've hardly ever come home and now you only want to talk since you're in trouble? I never want to see you again!
Oh, I don't believe this. This can't be happening to me.
And I've talked to the police. They're watching over your daughter. Thank goodness that sweet old Mrs. Johnson was there.
Oh, that old bag. This is all her fault. She blew up my family.
You shouldn't blame her. The only people at fault here are you and the irresponsible woman you cheated on me with. Anyway, you can expect to pay me alimony, child support, etc., and I'll be taking half of your things.
Oh, you can't be serious. You seriously aren't gonna take all of that from me, are you?
Oh, I will. Although I don't think that there is much you have worth taking. I don't need the house anymore.
Oh, please don't do this to me. I'll throw Sasha out and we can move back in together. We can set things right.
And just what are you going to do about your kid, huh?
We'll just kick that brat out with its mom. It's not a big deal.
Oh, just shut up already. I am sick and tired of you. You have caused everyone nothing but pain.
What do you mean? What did I say this time?
Anyways, I am going to call your office and tell them all about what's going on.
Oh, please don't do that. I'm begging you not to do that.
I thought I told you to shut up. You have no idea how furious I am with you right now.
I am so sorry. Yeah, I made a mistake. It is all my fault. Just please forgive me.
I am not going to do that. Goodbye, forever.
Please don't do this to me. I am on my knees here. We can go back to the way things were. You can't leave me all alone.
After that, I called Dean's office and told them all about what had happened before going back home. Then I found a new apartment back near my old job. This way, I could return back to my old job and Lily could go back to her old preschool and see her friends. I made sure to make Dean pay for all of the moving expenses. Unfortunately for him, he lost his job after all the truth came to light. He wasn't fired, but he couldn't stand all the rumors and dirty looks and decided to quit. He ended up having to take out lots of loans to pay everything back. And without a job, as well as all the payments that he owed me, paying them back proved to be quite difficult. Dean's girlfriend was cited by Child Services for not watching over their daughter. I can only hope that it taught both of them a lesson. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.